Hi, my name is Gracelyn Gable. I am part of the incoming freshman class at ISU, and I'm very excited to be part of primary recruitment for Greek life. So, to kick off this video, a couple of interesting facts about me is I'm the oldest of two other siblings. I have a dog named JJ, he's a miniature schnauzer, and I was born in Southern California, like the Los Angeles area, but I've lived here in Illinois my whole life, so it's not that exciting. Some of my favorite pastimes would include hanging out with friends and family, of course. I love playing the guitar and ukulele. By no means am I a master at either of them, but that's just a fun way for me to spend some time. I love to read, painting, anything crafty, working out, and also basically doing anything outdoors, whether it be hiking, swimming, playing tennis. I would much rather spend my time outside, especially when it's nice out. When it comes to what activity was most rewarding for me in high school, it's hard to pinpoint one exact thing, but it would definitely revolve around sports and my student athlete life during my sports seasons. So I played on the tennis team for 3 years, and then my final year of high school, I decided to try out for track and field, and I ended up falling in love with both sports. I wish I had done them sooner or for longer periods of time in my life. Um, but so I've always considered myself to be a highly competitive person in both fields, academics and athletics. So pushing myself physically during sports while also working really hard to maintain good grades and good relationships with friends and family was probably one of the most rewarding feelings in high school. And not to mention, it was probably the most fun moments in high school. I was having fun in sports, I was succeeding in school, and I was still able to have fun with my friends when I had like appropriate time for them, if I didn't have too much going on or if I'd managed my time well. Um, and I knew that my work as a student athlete paid off at our student it was a like an athletic banquet for the senior class, during which I was recognized for finishing with the third highest GPA out of all student athletes in our grade. So I was very proud of myself for that in that moment, and I had known that all the stress, but also hard work during sports and school had paid off, and that I was successful in managing my time during all of it. So that was definitely probably the most rewarding activity and moment for me. So, why did I choose ISU? Well, in the college searching and application process, I was kind of a mess. I was very overwhelmed, very confused. Being the oldest sibling, I don't really have anybody to reach out to for help or advice. I'm kind of going through it on my own without any sort of guidance, really. So I applied to a ton of schools, and so I visited a lot of schools. And every school I visited was just not clicking with me, not calling out to me at all. And ISU was the very last one that my mom and I had booked. So upon arriving to ISU for my visit, I was like, my hopes were so low. I did not have any expectations. But instantly, when the tour began, it was so much different. I could tell it was definitely the most welcoming environment that I had been exposed to on a college campus. I fell in love with the campus itself, like the structure of everything. It was so beautiful. And also just the energy on campus definitely clicked with me. And I felt like I could totally like have a place at ISU, and I could definitely see it becoming my new home. So it got me very excited, and I knew like my mom and I halfway through the tour we were like, this is where I'm going. I'm going to be so much this is like definitely so much better than any of the other options, and instant connection. Like I kind of just knew. It's kind of hard to explain the feeling I had. So why join a sorority? I know a couple of people who have been involved or currently are involved in Greek life at ISU, and I have yet to hear a single bad thing about any of the programs. I think that being in a sorority would be a great way for me to connect with people on campus and get involved, especially as a freshman, kind of going into it, not really knowing anybody. Also, I love the philanthropical element of sorority life. I've always thought that dedicating time and work towards community service and volunteer work is very important. I was part of NHS in high school, so I did a lot of that. So I think for that reason, and also just my very social personality in general, I would have a lot to bring to a sorority, and also I think I could thrive very well in that particular environment. So I'm very excited for Welcome Week to meet a lot of new people. And yeah, thank you for listening to me.